Hello lovely dancers, my name is Aisha and welcome back to belly dance tutorials. Today we're gonna talk about one of the probably most commonly used turns in belly dance, and we'll talk about the barrel turns. Barrel turns are very commonly used in belly dance, even though they are a more modern kind of turn. But many of the other turns are actually based on the fundamentals of the barrel turn. There are many similarities in technique and in the visual. So today we're going to go over the standard belly turn first, and then a few variations of that, just for you to understand how it translates into other types of turns in belly dance. So I'm going to demonstrate the standard barrel turn, and it looks like this. Yeah. If you do it over and over, it's going to get you dizzy, at least for me. So let's go over the technique a little bit first. Make sure that you start facing the audience like that in a frontal position, but then as you turn your side to the audience, you bring your arm down. And this is the critical part about the barrel turn. To get the best visual to your audience on the movement and rotation, you really have to be really here perpendicular or in line, I should say in line with your audience when you turn your side here. So here I have a single line, a vertical line that the audience can see. And when you turn around, continue your turn, you turn on the other side. So here I have my other side facing my audience, arm down, arm up. And I'm continuing my turn. I'm gonna do this transitional position where I have my arms extended out here. And as I continue, again I have my side to the audience and my arm is down. Here is my back with the arms straight out. And I'm turning more. And here I have my arm down and side to the audience. Yeah? So to create the best visual for the audience, you really have to face the audience first and get a good understanding where your audience is, so that when you turn to the side, your side is completely in line with the audience. Because if you start your arm movement before you are in this side position, they will not see the entire rotation that happens. If you start it too early, like here, it's gonna be very uneven and very kind of uncontrolled. That's the feeling that the people get, that you're not controlling the move. So we are trying to fix it, yeah? We're trying to make it precise, and we're trying to make the best of it for the audience. So just keep in mind that you want to be here, facing the side, your audience facing the side of you, and then the arms are one up, one down, and you have one vertical line. So you also create a very nice line here, very precise line. All right. Now the body position. Also this turn is called also airplane turn. Some people call it airplane. I like to call it barrel. But yeah, it does look a lot like an airplane when you're moving like that around. Now your upper body. With our upper body, we have to maintain a tilt, a slight tilt of the body. And that tilt remains kind of the same angle, at the same angle when you turn around with your body. So you do a little back bend here, you're doing a side bend here, and the forward bend here. So your body move, the top of your head stays in the same position, but you are changing, of course, the area that's being tilted. And one exercise that you can do to practice the body tilting and to practice keeping the head in the same position is when you go to a wall, for instance. You go to a wall and lean your head against the wall, and you just turn around here, trying to keep the top of your head in exactly the same point. All right? It doesn't matter how much you tilt or bend. It depends on your flexibility and your comfort. So you don't have to do a really big back bend if you're not able to, and that's perfectly okay. Even if you tilt a little bit, it's still gonna look a lot when you do the barrel turns. So don't worry about your flexibility, and you don't want to get hurt and things like that. So just if you're doing just a little bit of a tilt, that's okay. If you can do it more, you can do it more, yeah. Just stay within your comfort zone and safety zone. All right? So next up, let's see what to do with the legs. The safest way to do it is just to tap around with the legs. So that's the first way you want to work with your legs during the turn. So just tap around. It's a little tap, 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 tap. So nothing fancy, just stepping around. And that's perfectly okay. It keeps you safe and confident. But if you want to go to the next level, you can do this a little bit in releve. And I think that for me, I do most of them in releve. And I also cross the legs a little bit. So when I start the turn, I cross a little bit and then tapping around, crossing and tapping. Yeah? So try releve, try on flat feet. Another way to do the legs with this is when you do a complete cross and unwind. It's a cross and unwind. But you have to do it keeping your your body tilt. All right? So when you do the cross and unwind though, because it's basically one movement, it's a pivot turn, you have to have your foot prepared. So my standing foot is a little bit turned outward. And then when I'm crossing back as far as I can. And I like to do more of a toes touch first. And as I unwind, I'm placing my heel down. It's just, for me, it's a little easier, but you can try various, you can try heel and unwind. It's okay. People don't see our legs that much in this turn. And there is so much interest in the upper body that, people don't pay attention to what the legs are. You just want to be safe and stable. So, let's try a little bit with the cross and unwind. And don't forget to keep your body line here. All right, so let's try it a few times. One more time. All right. Let's try this on music, okay? All right, so let's try this on music and try different leg positions, different leg movements. And let's try it a few times. All right, let's try maybe with a cross and unwind. Oops. All right, now if you feel more adventurous today, you could do a pirouette turn with the legs. So instead of doing the cross and unwind, for instance, you could do a pirouette turn. It's a little, you have to have more balance. It's a little bit more difficult, but it does look nice, especially when you have a faster pace in the music and you have to do it a little faster. So with a pivot turn, or pirouette if you want this term, we're gonna go tuck and tuck. Yeah, let's try maybe a few times. All right. So yeah, so you have various options with the legs here, but start with the one that you feel more comfortable with, and then work your way up to the pirouette turn. Now, this barrel turn works very nice with props. For instance, if you have a veil or a fan veil or wings, it works really, really nice with props. And I'm gonna bring my veil just to demonstrate it a little bit for that. And I'll put music too. All right, so barrel turn with a veil. Again, the same principle here. When my side is facing the audience, I have one arm down, one up. And here the same, okay? So let's try it. All right, don't forget to practice on the other side. Now, another variation, and to add more to the barrel turn, is to do a little traveling pattern. I'm gonna stop the music now. So you can do this barrel turn, the arm movement, the body tilting and everything, while doing a 3-step turn to the side. So it's a traveling pattern, 3-step turn to the side. And you can add this arm movement here and a little bit of a body tilt. So it's basically a traveling barrel turn, all right? So that looks also very nice with props, with wings in particular, but I'm gonna do this with veil again on music. All right, this is my practice veil. It's a little lighter than I like them. So it starts in this position usually, and then you do a 3-step turn and come on the other side. 1, 2, 3. Oops. All right, so I'll do it a little faster. This veil is kind of clingy. and all right. Okay, let's move on. Now, the barrel turn doesn't have to be fast all the time. And as I said, many other types of turns have a foundation in the barrel turn. So you could do really slow turns. They don't have to be so fast, and the arms can be a little softer. So for instance, you could do something along these lines. Yeah, one more time. So it starts like a barrel turn. It is a barrel turn, but it's way slower and softer. Yeah, one more time. Now, if you get dizzy, but you still want to do something along these lines, you could do half turns. Instead of doing the full turn at once, you could do only half turns. And the arms that I like with half turns is I'm doing one arm at a time. One arm at a time. Again, the same principle, arm goes down. When I have my side to the audience, arm goes up. Now on the other side, arm goes down and I have my side to the audience. Right? Up. Half turn, half turn, half turn, half turn. And you can also do this on a 3-step turn, so in a traveling pattern. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Yeah, so this is a way to break down the continuum of the barrel turn into half turns, which makes it a little bit more manageable sometimes. Now, other things with arms. You can also have your arms bent. They don't have to be extended all the time. You could do a little bit of a Spanish flair, yeah. When I'm having my arms going in a flex position and extended, yeah. In the Turkish style, or American cabaret style, the arms are bent way more than this. It's more like and with this you could actually do a circle around. So you do barrel turns on a circle pattern. You can try that. It gets me dizzy. But you know, it's an option. So, as I said, there are many ways that you can use a barrel turn or airplane turn. And just play with them, practice them on both sides, left and right turn. You'll use them a lot probably in belly dancing, with props or without props. Practice your balance for when you do the cross and twist or cross and unwind turn. Practice your balance when you do the pirouette turn. Yeah, have fun with the barrel turns, and if you have questions or if you have any comments, just let me know in the comments below. And I'll see you next time. Shimmy, shimmy.